How can I just ask a question regarding the 28 children in a classroom? Because that's also something that divides people, whether 28 children in a classroom is a good idea. And also with the inclusion, that you include a lot of children with diagnosis in the classrooms. So what are your opinion about that? How many children are the maximum in a classroom?
Well, actually, I would say about our party nationally says 24 children. That should be the roof, in a way. In our school system in Horsens Kommune, the official limit is 30 children in a classroom.
And when you talk about the classroom, is it based on the square meter per kid, or is it we just call it a classroom because we can just build a building and maybe we call it a classroom? Is it based on the kids, how many kids per square meter, or is it just a classroom? That room.
It's basically in the Danish school system we have a class is an entity within the school. You could have different classrooms, but you go to the same class, first graders, second graders, and so forth. And through this school system, you are about you could have 20. It's different from school to school, but around approximately perhaps 25, 26 children. That's pretty much the standard, I think, in many schools. So you have one class, one class has one teacher in different subjects, of course, but one teacher per subject with around 25, 26 kids. It doesn't give a lot of space to take care of children with, you mentioned, Louise, children with perhaps a diagnosis, autism, and in Denmark, there's been a kind of silent revolution over the past 10, 15 years, where these children with diagnosis are put into the normal classes, and that's called inclusion. So, and the idea was that all children would benefit from this. That it was good for normal kids to to be with kids who had perhaps some issues. It would be many politicians thought it would be a good idea, and it's a good idea if you have, for instance, 2 teachers per class. Then you have the resources to manage children's with this what do you call it? Særlige behov.
Special needs.
Special needs, yeah. So you could have, but when you don't have the resources and it's one teacher per class, it's very difficult to bring this idea about inclusion into make it reality.